हेलो स्टूडेंट्स, आज हम करने वाले हैं एंडोक्राइन सिस्टम। आज का हमारा टॉपिक होगा हाइपोथैलेमस। सो हाइपोथैलेमस इज़ लोकेटेड एट द बेसल पार्ट ऑफ द फोर ब्रेन। ओके, हम आपको एक पिक्चर दिखाते हैं जिसमें आपको समझ में आ जाएगा कि हाइपोथैलेमस इज़ लोकेटेड वेयर। यहाँ पे आप देख सकते होंगे, यहाँ पे आप देखिए, ये हमारा ब्रेन है। यहाँ पे आप देख रहे होंगे ये है थैलेमस, और ये ऑरेंज कलर में जो दिखाई पड़ रहा है आपको, ये है आपका हाइपोथैलेमस, और ये रेड कलर में दिखाई पड़ रहा है, ये पिट्यूटरी ग्लैंड है। तो हम कह सकते हैं कि हाइपोथैलेमस इज़ लोकेटेड बिलो द थैलेमस and above the pituitary gland, and this hypothalamus will be attached to this pituitary gland through a stalk. Okay, so hypothalamus will contain neurosecretory cells called nuclei, and these nuclei will release hormones. These hormones, the hypothalamic hormones, will regulate the synthesis and secretion of pituitary hormones. This hypothalamic hormones will regulate the synthesis and secretion of pituitary hormones, as the pituitary hormone and hypothalamus are connected with a stalk. Hypothalamus will release two hormones, releasing hormones and inhibiting hormones. The releasing hormones will stimulate the secretion of pituitary hormones, whereas the inhibiting hormones will inhibit the secretion of pituitary hormones. Example of releasing hormone is gonadotropin releasing hormone, that is GnRH. This gonadotropin releasing hormone will stimulate the synthesis and release of gonadotropins from pituitary gland. An example of inhibiting hormone is somatostatin. This somatostatin will inhibit the release of growth hormone from pituitary gland. So we got to know about the two hormones that are released by hypothalamus, the releasing hormones and the inhibitory hormones. The releasing hormones will stimulate the secretion of pituitary hormones, whereas the inhibitory hormones will inhibit the secretion of pituitary hormones. Example of releasing hormone is gonadotropin releasing hormone. This will stimulate the synthesis and release of gonadotropins from pituitary gland. And example of inhibiting hormone is somatostatin. This will inhibit the release of growth hormone from pituitary gland. These hormones, the hypothalamic hormones, will reach the pituitary gland through a portal circulatory system. Here I have written portal circulatory system. See, as we know that the systemic circulation, in the systemic circulation, the oxygenated blood is carried from the heart to the arteries to the body tissues, where the oxygenated blood is delivered into the body tissues, and the deoxygenated blood is carried from the body tissues, and it gets into the veins, and these veins will carry the deoxygenated blood to the heart. This is a very simple circulation system, systemic circulation. But the portal circulatory system, in the portal circulatory system, the hormones will go directly from the hypothalamus to the anterior pituitary through a portal vein without being diluted in the systemic circulation. Okay, this way the hypothalamic hormone will reach anterior pituitary quickly and efficiently, that is in high concentration, without being diluted in general circulation. It will bypass the systemic circulation. Okay, it will not get into the systemic circulation, but the hypothalamic hormone will get directly into the anterior pituitary through the portal vein. Okay, and the posterior pituitary is under the direct neural regulation of the hypothalamus. We saw in our lecture of pituitary gland that the oxytocin and vasopressin are synthesized by hypothalamus, and these are transported axonally to the posterior pituitary. This posterior pituitary will store and release these hormones. Posterior pituitary will not produce these hormones, but it will store and release these hormones. And what we saw in the anterior pituitary case, that the hypothalamic hormones that are released, that are synthesized by the hypothalamus, that is the releasing hormone and the inhibitory hormones, those hormones will get directly into the anterior pituitary through a portal circulatory system, and they will cause inhibition or stimulation of the pituitary gland. Okay, so this was our discussion on the hypothalamus. Next we will do the pineal gland. Thank you.